Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video we have Retribution Paladin Vault opening for week 6. We once again have a full vault, or at least full as it can be for us. We have all of our Mythic Plus slots, we have 2 of our Mythic Rating slots, so we have 5 slots to work with. We're looking for Sikrin Necklace in the raid slot, maybe a Rasharan Cloak in the raid slot, basically like very rare items. I think that's all we're looking for in the raid spots, really. Minus maybe just like a piece that we could turn into tier or something like that. And then on the Mythic Plus row, we are looking. Last week we had a very good vault. We had our Mark of Kardros in there, but we also had a Skarmorak Shard. We chose Mark of Kardros because it's slightly better, but they're both very good. So we would love to see the Skarmorak Shard once again. That would be an instant take, instant trinkets right away. Really good rings would be in there as well. We're also on the heels of a nerf, and the nerf is primarily consisted by a haste loss. That's hard to say. Haste loss of 4% on the Paladin tree. And we will get into these Paladin changes probably tomorrow. But this is a big loss, obviously. And so if there's a piece of jewelry that's maybe heavy on haste, like a ring that's really high on haste, maybe I'd consider taking that as well. So that could be an option too. So let's go ahead and open this. We're hoping, obviously, Skarmorak Shard number 1. Very rare items from Raid are really high up on the list. And then we would take like an Arakar or a Sack Brood as well for Raid. Doesn't help us as much in Mythic Plus, but let's go ahead and open it and see what we got. Last week we had a great vault, so my expectations are not too high here, but it would be great to see something good here. All right, immediately we see that we do not have a Skarmorak Shard, so let's see what we have up here. We have a waist that we don't need. We have legs that we do not need. In the Mythic Plus row, we have a chest that we could turn to tier. This actually would be an upgrade. We have an Umbrus brand, which is good, but I already have an Umbrus brand. And we have a another good finger here. Oh, man. But I don't know if we can take that. So right now, Sims are not working also because of the upgrade. So we don't have an Umbrus band on the highest tier, obviously. So that's low haste, high mastery. We really could not give up. So it would basically be upgrading Umbrus band to Myth track and then fully upgrading it. Or upgrading chest to Myth track from Hero track and then fully upgrading it. That's kind of our choices here. So this is hard. We can't really simulate this right now. As of I'm making this video, the sims are not working. So we are in a full-on almost panic here. Or if I really want to have low haste, I could take this other ring and have 2 good rings. Upgrading that, oh man, that is rough. What does the chest give? It's a pretty high haste, so it'd be a little bit more haste, not much. I'm thinking we're taking the chest. We're not stoked about this vault by any means, but it's either you take the chest on the myth track and you have a myth track chest, or you take the upgrade of your finger, right? It's like one of these 2 things is pretty much the choice. Oh, it's a hard choice for sure. But I think like if one of these had a tertiary on it, like a avoidance or something, right, then that would make it a lot easier. But I think we're just going to take the chest. That'll give us a mid-track chest. Fingers are more likely to happen, right? Like, technically, because, you know, there's more fingers to be had. But, yeah, these are not great choices to have here, honestly. And, honestly, I can't really afford to lose anymore. If I could afford to lose haste, I'm at dangerously low haste right now. If I could afford to lose haste, I would be taking this ring in a heartbeat. But I just cannot lose that much haste. I mean, I could maybe regem, but even that wouldn't make up for how low my haste is. I could regem and it wouldn't do anything, actually. Yeah, I think we're just going to take the chest piece. It's not ideal, but either way, it's a myth track item, and we can fully upgrade it. So we're going to take the chest piece. This is a hard one. Not an ideal vault, but again, we're getting upgrades every week so far. We haven't had to take sockets yet. We've gotten something we can use every week. Not ideal things always, but it is what it is. Last week we had a super ideal vault. So as far as future videos for the vaults, I'm going to continue as long as I'm still easily completing the keys and stuff. Like this week, it was very easy. I literally signed up for 8+10s and completed 8+10s and timed most of them as well. If it's easy like that, then I could see myself continuing to fill the vault and then therefore continuing to make these videos. If I don't, I'm not going to bother making the video. So this could be the last one. Maybe it won't be. Right? I'll probably play a lot this week because of the anniversary event, but it is what it is when it comes to that. So we'll take the chest here, be done with this one. Hope for Skarmax Shard next week. Hopefully we have more haste next week. That'll be it for this one. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. If you're already a subscriber, I encourage you to check out the Patreon. And other than that, everybody have a good one.